Last year was tough in the sense that, things didn't always go the way we wanted it to. But we kind of got a sense of what we needed to do in the off-season from a recruiting standpoint. We saw what positives we had coming back, and we wanted to capitalize on that with the way we went out and recruited. So the outlook for this season is bright. We're going to have a mixture of veterans, a lot of juniors and seniors, basically mixed in with a lot of freshmen. And we're hoping that the upperclassmen can kind of groom the younger kids to kind of take over the program in a couple years. But we brought in a big class. We brought in 17 players, and I have high hopes for this team. If we had to kind of change the culture, we had to get guys to believe in themselves a little more, but understand that in order to build a program into a winning program, we've got to have guys believe in themselves. There's no doubt we have the talent. I've seen it. I've seen us play some of the best programs in the country last year and compete with them, but we just fell short. So it's just getting them to understand that even though we lose, 6 straight to Kansas State or Missouri, it's just a blip in the radar. It's a bump in the road. We have to be able to forget about it, have short memory, and move forward. So that'll be the big test this year is, if we have, a little streak of bad baseball or growing pains with these young kids, can these guys, forget about it and come back and compete at the level they know how to every day.
I had a different coach my first 2 years of being here, and now it's my second year under Coach Miller. And things are handled a lot differently. I'm excited for my second year, and I think just being a leader, I just try and lead by example, and maybe not like a big locker room or rah-rah guy, but I think if I'm doing like the right thing on the field and I'm playing hard and stuff like that, the younger kids hopefully look after that and think, oh, that's how things should be done.
Compared to last year, I really think this year the older guys are going to have more of a strict approach at the plate, per se. I feel like a lot of guys lost their approach throughout the season. I feel like this year is going to be a lot better. Like you said, Coach Miller did a really good job recruiting. I'm super excited to see what the freshmen have to do. And it should be a good season.
Yeah, well, it's real exciting to see kind of the mix of what we have, because with the older guys returning with a sense like maturity, another year under their belt, kind of being able to pitch in tougher situations later in games and things like that with proven success. And then just seeing the young guys kind of raw talent, and I'm real excited to see how that plays out in some situations and in games. And I think it puts us in a real good position in combination with the offense, like you mentioned, increasing their numbers, and then just with the pitchers, seeing if we can really shut down some teams to get on some good win streaks this year.
Coming from my first year as a collegiate head coach, I might have taken the wrong approach with some guys. When you watch a team get off to such a good start, and I think we started the year 4-4, and we're saying that was a good start. It was just good to see these guys competing at a level that I knew they could compete at. But when you see the guys able to play the way they did the first 2 or 3 weeks, and then it would disappear, then come back, then disappear and come back, it got a little frustrating. And I think at times, in our post-game meetings or speeches, I just kept harping on the same stuff over and over, to a point where the guys kind of got tired of me just talking and repeating myself. So this year I want to take a step back. I'm actually going to put myself in the dugout this year. I'm going to let Andrew Amaro, our assistant coach third. And I kind of want to be a guy that is more of a motivator rather than a guy that harps on the negative too much. I want to be a much more positive, not only coach, but teacher. I know what my specialties are, and I know when I'm able to get a hold of these guys during the heat of the moment, I can have a little bit more rational conversation with them than after a tough loss and I lose my cool. So, you know, when you have, one of the things that I noticed last year is we had a group of pitchers come in unhealthy, and you know, and we had a bunch of raw hitters come in. So as we discipline the hitters, and now that these pitchers are all healthy, we have a strong mix. I mean, we literally have a team that, you know, I think a lot of guys are going to sleep on, and I don't think they understand that. You know, watching these guys day in and day out, you know, I want them to understand that, you know, I've been in this game a long time, I've gotten to the highest level, that they have the talent to be extremely successful. They just have to go out and believe in themselves, and then go out day in and day out and repeat it. So that'll be the biggest test, but I mean, being healthy from a staff, a more consistent and understanding offense of what I'm trying to do, the sky's the limit for this program.